In this video we're going to discuss tissues. Tissues are groups of cells, and so the first tissue we're going to discuss is epithelial tissue. Epithelial tissue is usually about one or more cells thick, and there's a couple various types of them, simple or stratified. So the upper surface of epithelial tissue is generally exposed to the environment or the internal surface of the body. So one type of epithelial tissue is simple squamous epithelium, which is this one here. So simple squamous epithelium is found in places such as the alveoli of the lungs. And it's only one layer thick, and so what it allows is rapid diffusion of substances, which is in the lungs would be oxygen. So it allows us to breathe. Second type would be keratinized stratified squamous epithelium. So this kind of epithelium is found on like your palms or the bottoms of your feet, where they can resist abrasion and protect your body from scrapes and cuts and that kind of thing. And the surface is made of dead keratinized cells that are really compacted down. So if you look here, you can see the keratinized cells in this area here. They're really thick and really dense. And then if you look on this side here, you can see this is non-keratinized. You can see how much more spread out they are, and they're also alive. And there we also have transitional epithelium. So transitional epithelium is only found in the urinary tract. And what it allows is that it allows your urinary tract to fill up, like your bladder to fill, because it stretches. So the other type of tissue that we have are connective tissues. They're the most widely distributed, the most abundant, the most various in their function. So some of the connective tissue we're going to talk about is adipose tissue, which is fat. So generally you can find it right under the skin in that fat layer. Their main cell type is adipocytes, which is what makes them, and they serve as an energy reservoir for us. They're the primary energy reservoir of the body. It stores energy that we can use later on in the place of carbohydrates if they're depleted. It keeps us warm, insulates us, and so that's our main portion of fat. Last tissue that we're going to discuss is bone tissue. Bone is a form of connective tissue, not the last tissue we're going to discuss. So pretty much it's very calcified, very hard, and you can find it in the skeleton all over our body. What it does is provide structure for our body, makes something our muscles are attached to, and this way it gives us the opportunity to move around. Gives us physical support and leverage so that we can pick things up and put things down without needing too much outside support. The last tissue we're going to discuss now is fibrous connective tissue. So fibrous connective tissue, a couple types. So the one we're going to discuss today is dense regular connective tissue. This dense regular connective tissue is found in tendons and ligaments, and what it allows us to do is ligaments are what connects muscle and bone. So bone and muscle, that connection has to be really strong because it's going to be under extreme amounts of stress. With that also there's tendons. Tendons are with bone to bone. So bone to bone, these things like your patellar tendon in your knee, under, again, lots of stress, and that makes these cells really resilient, and really that dense, compact nature of them, of their fibers, what you can see, makes it so strong.